The way we have turned compromise to maturity, many preachers these days are so afraid to preach the truth and they have compromised. But they will present it as maturity. We are now playing politics with ministry. Men that were very loud on sound doctrine some years ago are now very quiet because they don't want to offend anybody. All of us can form wisdom and maturity in ministry by keeping silent and looking the other way, offending no one so that we can be saluted as mature and wise. See, this is cheap. You don't even need to be a minister of the gospel to be this to men. Apostle Paul speaking in Galatians 1 verse 10, he said, "Or do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be a servant of Christ." You can't be pleasing men. The message of the cross is an offense. It comes with persecution. You can't be avoiding it and pleasing men. And many of you are now making this compromise look like maturity, like wisdom. It is not wisdom, it is compromise. A true minister of the gospel lays his reputation on the line. He is misunderstood. His intentions are mislabeled. He is called names. Go and ask Jesus. Go and ask Apostle Paul. Jesus was so persecuted that they wanted to kill him. Many times he had to escape. Go and ask Paul how Paul was so persecuted that even in some of his letters he had to commend himself. What kind of gospel are you preaching that doesn't come with persecution, doesn't come with offense? You will never see me looking for problems. I love peace and charity so much, but I have no regret or apology for speaking against disastrous teaching. Everyone has the right to do this, and the written word is our authority. It takes a lot of guts for me personally to do this, because naturally I love peace. You will never find me whining people to make people enemies or to fight another person. Never. I hate strife so much. But however, if the truth divides us, so be it. The message we carry and we bear comes with a lot of shame, mockery, ridicule, misconception, slander, and name callings. But we must bear all this with gladness in our heart. You should not try to be winsome by twisting scriptures so as to be celebrated by those people who reject truth. No, it is too costly. We have no such mandate from Christ. While we must not be petty and unnecessarily juvenile in our approach and in our presentation, we must be very clear on our rebuttal, and we must not be found balancing on equal yoke when Pharisees and unstable men that miss law and grace, start hailing you as the voice of God. It is because you have no clear-cut identity as a minister of the gospel. There are those who will never love what you say until they believe the message. So if those people start hailing you now, there is big problem somewhere. But as for me, I am a servant of the gospel, and I will preach the gospel without fear or prejudice. My name is Shamba Priest, and I am made of joy and fire.